All right, guys, so today we're making a couple different things. We're doing the German Schnitzel. Now, this is going to be a pork schnitzel. So this is not Wiener Schnitzel. This is only Schnitzel. You can use breadcrumbs. You can use panko crumbs. We're going to use panko because it's more crunchier. We're going to pound them out with our hammer, make them nice and flat. Then we have some peanut oil. You can use whatever oil you want. I think true German Schnitzel would probably have vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is probably not very good for you. And we can make it crispier with this. So use whatever you like. If you want to use butter or lard, well.
I was going to say Germans probably use just good old lard, but.
Yep. And we decided to go ahead and do a sweet sour cucumber and tomato and radish salad. Well, Amanda tell you about that.
Okay, cucumber tomato salad. We're going to add some radishes and avocados along with some mint and parsley. And we're going to make our dressing up. We're going to try something different. We're going to do some pistachios, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, honey, salt and pepper, and some horseradish, and probably a little bit of water.
So we have two different kinds of tomatoes to put in. We have the Constellation cherry tomatoes, which are all different colors. They look cool. We also have 4 regular Italian tomatoes. And heck, that's it. Let's get started.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what we've done here is we've cut up all of our cucumbers and tomatoes, avocado, and radishes in that bowl. Okay, and I'm going to add some pistachios in there. Okay. And then let's go ahead and make our dressing so that way it can be setting. So I have 1/3 cup of water, 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Actually, that was 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're just going to do a little bit of salt and pepper. Our pepperoncini medley grinder. And you can always go back and add more salt and pepper. Okay. And then instead of sugar, we're going to be doing honey. I'll let Nathan add all that stuff. So add a
little bit of lemon juice. We'll probably add a little more to the salad, I would say, at a later date. So instead of using sugar, we're using a little bit of honey. We figure about 2 teaspoons.
Yeah, something like that.
We're getting close.
Yeah. And we're going to mix this up and then taste it.
You have to mix it a taste. You never can just go by a recipe.
How much horseradish do you want to do in here?
Oh, about half a jar.
No, just like
yeah. I would start with that.
Maybe about what? Half a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the horseradish, and we also have our mint, our fresh diced mint, and our fresh diced up parsley. So we're going to sprinkle this on top after it's all done here. And you have to make the salad first. It needs to set for a little bit. And we're going to have to let that penetrate the whole deal. Now, Amanda's got the task at this point of tasting that mess. Before we, yep.
Well, I got the horseradish spoon here, so.
I'll just stir it up with that, maybe. There you go.
Stir it with that, just. Might need to set for a little bit too to get it better. Horseradish and vinegar are a little bit strong in there.
Okay.
Let's add some more honey to it.
Okay. And that's what I mean. You just have to keep checking back. So
right.
We'll get this perfected, but this may be getting pretty close.
And it's really not bad though.
All right. So Amanda thinks maybe we got a little too much vinegar in it. The horseradish gives it an odd.
But you know what? Once you put it on that salad, or once this sets, actually it's going to get better. And once you put it on the salad, I think it's going to be.
It needs more salt and pepper on the whole thing when we're all done.
Well, we'll salt and pepper.
Do you want to go ahead and dump it on? Let's start with this, and then we could add to the whole salad as a whole. That's probably going to be the best way to do it. And we may have to go to some actual just straight out sugar.
Yeah.
On it.
We can do a little bit on top.
Okay, so the old we want to scatter this stuff in there really nicely. If you throw it in a big clump.
And yeah,
like
once
that.
this all sets for a couple hours in your fridge, it's going to taste different too.
All right, we'll get Amanda to mix that a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of mix in all this stuff as we can here. You don't want anybody to get a big chunk of mint, that's for sure. Mint has a wonderful flavor, but you don't want a mouthful of it. So we're going, you see a lot of people fix this and they're just throwing it in there in a big clump. That's just not the way you want to do it at all. Parsley, the flavor is not near as potent with it. So mix it up a little bit. The only drawback of fresh parsley, it sticks in your teeth.
Right. And we are going to let this set in the fridge while we make the schnitzel too. So that'll help. We'll be able to get a better judgment of the taste after it's set for a little bit.
And we had to add a little bit of white sugar to it, and that's what it was missing. Okay, so we're gonna use peanut oil. That's what I like to use. We're gonna put enough in there where it's not covered, the stuff. That skillet may not be big enough, we're gonna have to see. We have our griddle, but the sides aren't very high. And I feel like that would be a dangerous situation. We have some plastic wrap down. We're gonna take a piece of meat, blast it on there. You wanna throw that on there. And we're gonna pound this flat, not flat. We got a smooth sided hammer. I'm gonna peel this off of here. And essentially that makes it about that thick, and that's right where we want it. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and, well, I tell you what, man.
Actually, let me get my eggs. Do you want to?
We're gonna do these one at a time.
I know.
In that skillet. So let's do that. Amanda's gonna get the eggs cracked. We'll be right back. All right, so let's go ahead and season. We're gonna season the meat. And then we're going to give her a little of that action. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna season this side.
You're touching all over the salt and pepper shakers with your raw meat hands there.
No, I touched my
I'll wipe them
fingertips.
off with Clorox wipes. Just
Yeah. Not a fan of your salt and vinegar there. It's a little funky. Okay, we're gonna Amanda bread this thing up for us real quick. And while she's doing that, I'm gonna set up another one to pound out. We got a little egg, and we forgot to say the eggs in the beginning of the video. We'll put the whole recipe in the bottom. The panko crumbs, you can tell they're crunchy too, man.
Right. All right.
So we're gonna have to flip it. It does not take
that
long.
looks really nice, yeah.
And when you pound this meat that thin, like I said, about 3 minutes on each side, but be warned, you might want to take a peek before 3 minutes and don't burn it up. And so we're gonna do all these. We'll be back here in a second and we'll be eating. All right, so let's go and flip it. I would say this side is done. We're gonna cook
Like
this other
perfect,
side
yeah.
just a little bit longer. I'm gonna turn down. Our hot plate's raging so hard, we're just gonna turn it down a little bit. Just gonna be a little too much. About another 30 seconds, we're gonna pull this bad boy out. Ready? Okay, look at that.
That looks really good.
Pretty much perfect. We're gonna let some of that oil drain off of there. So it's time to try the schnitzel. The salad has
I'm
been.
pretty excited about both these things, actually.
Let me hack
Do
some of
that
this
first.
off. Yep. We'll go to the schnitzel first. I'll let you have take your cut. See, everything's done pretty decently. We cooked them until the breadcrumbs were at their limit.
Nice and crunchy. Very good. It's juicy, and the breadcrumbs give it that nice crunch, and the flavor is very good too.
Very nice. Trying to eat and swallow.
No, it's very tender also.
The panko crumbs are so crunchy. I mean, that's the way to go. For sure.
The peanut oil too, I think that makes a big difference.
Peanut oil does give a different flavor.
Right.
And it's a very clean oil.
Oh, Okay, I kind of want to try like a piece of everything here, if that's going to be possible. Can't quite stab the avocado or the pistachio.
Do have some radishes in there, as you can see.
Oh yeah, since it's set, that dressing is good. Very refreshing.
That's the way on vegetables, a vinaigrette dressing has to set because it kind of penetrates through all the vegetables. I don't really taste the mint really at all. I'm glad we didn't put any more than that. Pistachio should be nice and crunchy. Some people toast pistachios. We didn't do that. I don't think there's any need to
I think
really.
the pistachio is a very good touch to the salad.
The radishes have a little bit of it changes the whole dynamic of it. That's what we're kind of looking at. We wanted something that wasn't just bland. And I think this kind of did it. But that's the German Schnitzel.
Look at me, I'm just sitting over here just eating away.
The German Schnitzel and we'll call it garden vinaigrette sweet and sour salad or something. We'll figure it out. And that's going to be it for today's video. See you guys back very soon with another one.
Yep.
Got a mouthful of food.
Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys. See you later.